I promised some of my friends that I was going to do a makeup tutorial just to kind of show you what I do every day. This is kind of awkward because I'm using my phone and I kind of had to stack it up on stuff so it was tall enough. So I'm kind of working a little bit ghetto, but we'll do it anyway. I'm using three, yes, I said three, primers. First one is the Benefit Stay Flawless primer. It's got a very, very waxy finish. Your makeup kind of works into it and it'll stay on there when you sweat. As long as you don't wipe, you can blot and just totally blot the sweat off, the oil off, and it won't mess up your foundation at all. So this is amazing. This stuff is amazing. And well worth the money. The next primer we'll be using, and not everyone needs to use it, it's the Pore Professional. I use it just on my nose because that's where I tend to see a lot more pores. So that's just going to be used in certain places. This is the That Gal from Benefit. It's a brightening primer, and I just use that on the mask area. I'll explain that a little bit more in a little while. Because it's summer and I really don't feel like I need a whole lot of coverage, I just use the Smashbox Tinted Moisturizer. It does have an SPF in it. Oh, and something you should know, the SPF in your makeup and the SPF in any of your other products, 15 plus 15 does not equal SPF 30. The higher number SPF you have in one product, that's the sun protection factor that you get. Just a little lesson right there. And then we will be doing Hoola. This is also Benefit. Benefit has become my absolute favorite cosmetic company. I love their products. This is a bronzing powder, but there's absolutely no sparkle in it. And it comes with a brush. We will also be using Benefit Erase Paste. I'm using this in Fair. This has become one of my favorites. It's a teeny tiny thing, and it's kind of on the pricier side, but a little bit goes a long way. We'll be also using Benefit What's Up. That's a highlighter. Sorry, I've got a mess over here. I got this in my Birchbox, and I absolutely adore it. I've got to find a place where I can go and stick my fingers in all the different, the balm eyeshadows. I really, really like it. This one's called Mary Luminizer. It's just a nice bronzy, really light reflecting, luminizing eyeshadow, of course, because that's the name. This is Benefit eyeshadow in Milk. It's going to, the box is so cute I had to keep it. It's called Milk It, and it's just a little compact. But this box is so cute I had to keep it. All right, we're getting there. I promise we're getting there. This is a beauty blotter. I will use this a lot when I'm using a different kind of foundation or when I'm not using the Stay Flawless foundation primer. These are better than brushes even I have found. I was a big proponent of brushes for a while. Not anymore. I love this. And you can use this for all different sorts of things because you have these nice little curved edges to get everywhere you need to get. We will then be using Buxom blush. This one's called Shangri-La, and I really like that color. Merle Norman powder brow pencil. I used to work at Merle Norman, so I used to use a lot of their products. This one I will probably continue to use. I really, really like it. It's really soft, really easy to use. I have Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. This is the best crap I've ever found in my whole life. If I had to have one cosmetic product for the rest of my life, I would choose this. This stuff is amazing, and it's kind of idiot-proof. It's very easy to use. I also have, I need to quit saying I also have Buxom Lash in black. This was my absolute favorite mascara, and I really do like it a lot. And I use this this is from Bare Essentials. I'm sorry, from Bare Essentials. It's Buxom Lash. I used to use this all the time. It works really well until my favorite, Benefit, came out with their Real. This stuff is amazing. This is the closest to false eyelashes you're going to get without having to glue on false eyelashes. It's amazing. I love this stuff. And we're only going to be using 2 brushes. Oh, I'm sorry. I also have come to absolutely love this. I got this in my Birchbox. It's Party Proof Matte Lipstick, and the color is called Get Naked. I've been using that. And I have a lip liner that I'll probably put on later, but I don't have one in my bag right now. Okay, first of all, and you don't have to use exactly these brands and these products. This is just kind of an idea. If you have a drugstore equivalent that you absolutely love, use it. Use it. It's not a big deal. And this is not how everybody needs to put on their makeup. This is just how I do it. And you can try it. If it works for you, that's awesome. And if it doesn't, that's cool too. I probably should have taken I have leftover eyeliner and mascara from last night, but it's not a big deal. I should have taken that off. I just admitted to everyone that I don't wash my face every night. That's awesome. Don't look at my pillowcase. Okay, this is the Stay Flawless in the stick. I'm putting it everywhere. And I do it directly from the stick to face. Put things away as I go. Rub that in. You're going to feel, it's going to feel very, very waxy. But it's kind of a nice waxy. It's very silky. I love this stuff. It's amazing. Alright, next we go on to our next primer, which is the Pore Professional. And this, excuse me, I gotta fix my mirror. There we go. This is just going to go on my nose. This is where I use this as more of like a spot primer, just where I need a little bit of help with the pores. All right, then we're gonna go to That Gal, and when I talked about the mask, we're gonna revisit that a little bit. When I talked about the mask, you'll notice when you look at celebrities, most notably, I'm sure, is probably like Kim Kardashian. I know that she does a lot of highlighting. This right here, like say you had a masquerade mask on, this is what you want lighter than everything else. There are times when I will even use a darker foundation here and a lighter foundation here. This is where you want the focus. So you want to highlight this area. So again, this was the That Gal. And I just dot that right in. And it's going to work in this is the Sheer Focus. I got way too much. This is the Sheer Focus Smashbox. You can use any brand you like. I've used Physicians Formula and liked it quite a bit. This is not quite my color, but I'm attempting to be frugal, and I'm using what I've got before I buy anything else. Get it blended in. As long as your fingers are clean, you're not going to give yourself pimples. Make sure your hands are clean before you touch your face. That's just common sense. Don't stick your hand in a bag of Doritos and then touch your face. Alright, this is the erase paste. You don't need much. And in fact, it comes with a little scooper. If you want to use the scooper, that's fine. I don't use the scooper. Again, we're going to use this. We're going to do a little bit of this mask area. This is highlighting, so we go down the side of the nose and make kind of a triangle up underneath the eye and around under the eye. So we're going to fill that in. Make sure it's nice and blended. And already you can see kind of a difference. This is a lot lighter than this. Okay, another place that you're going to want to use this, which a lot of people don't, is right up here on the outside corner of your eyebrow. Do you see that right where I put that line? You want to highlight right up in there. And rub that in. You don't want it to be completely gone, but you don't want to have a weird looking white line up there either. And it just pulls everything up. I don't have much of a jawline. It's very soft jawline. It's not nice and straight. So I want to emphasize this jawline. So I'm going to take this light color and I'm going to draw a line right here at the very, very bottom. Make sure you don't go too high, also don't go too low. You want to blend this in, but make sure it's visible at the same time. All right, let's do the other side. All right, next we move on to Hoola. This is our contour, and by contour I mean this is what we're going to use to darken certain places for the highlighting contour. Hoola comes with this brush. I like this brush. I'll use it. It works just fine. So you want to tap this in there, and see this right here, right under, if you find your cheekbone, which I just saw this on Goss Makeup Artist, so you need to follow him if you like makeup. He's amazing. Put your thumb right where your ear meets your skull, and then you're going to stick your finger on your nose and pull that finger back, and there is your cheekbone. So we want to place our contour directly under that cheekbone. So we want to make it look like it's higher, it's more pronounced, and we want it to catch more light. So we pull it right through here. I also like a little bit of a square look, so I'm going to pull it out this way, right underneath where we made that triangle. It's going to hit the bottom of that triangle and come down a little bit, and we're going to make another triangle. Of course, we want it to be a lot darker at the edge than it is at the front. Make sure it's blended really well. There we go. And don't run over this. You're going to want to keep that light color down there. Other side. We're going to get a little bit of this, a little bit of the Hoola, the dark color, and we're going to contour the nose, okay? A lot of times when you're putting on light eyeshadow, they'll tell you to put it up here underneath your eyebrow. You don't want it under here. That looks weird. You don't want that to pop out because then your eyes look puffy and strange. This is generally a darker color, so we just want to accentuate that, and then we're going to pull it down the nose. Remember, we highlighted right here. Keep that light. We're going to pull this down the side of the nose. In the mirror it looks good. Up here it looks like this side's a lot darker, but I think I just have more shadow on this side. Okay, and then I also take it and go directly under my nose, like I'm drawing a line, like if my nose were a shelf, or if my nose were a shelf. If my nose had a right angle, it would stop right here. So that's, I'm darkening that. I also take a little bit of this, very lightly, because otherwise you look like you got a soul patch. Right underneath my bottom lip. Give you a little bit more, it makes your lip look a little poutier, like it sticks out farther. Alright, back to the Hoola brush. And remember I said I don't have much of a jawline with this light right here? Well, we need to add some dark to it. So I'm going to take this dark Hoola and go from right here under my ear, around the bottom of my jawline. I've been using my Beauty Blender, this pointed side, to do my blush. I just dab it in there. And you want to put blush not here. I just saw this on Goss Makeup Artist too. You don't want to put blush right here unless you're really young, because as you get older things tend to fall. So when you smile and you put your blush here and then you're not smiling, your blush falls down so it's next to your mouth instead of up closer to your eyes where you want it. We want to accentuate the cheekbone, not give you Raggedy Ann circles right down here. So that works on young people because their cheeks tends to stay pretty high. But as you age, everything's gonna fall. And if you're young and you're watching this, I'm sorry, everything's gonna fall. You're not you're not immune to it. So what we're gonna do instead is start up here in the hairline, and it's almost like we have a series of lines down the side of the face. So I've got this dark right here where I'm accentuating my jawline, the light, the dark where we want to create that concave so that we have a more pronounced jaw or cheekbone, and then we're going to have a color right here. This is where we're going to put our blush. This is the What's Up. I'm going to pull this down my nose to give it just a little bit more. Remember how we had those stripes? This is our last stripe. This is going to go right here. You're going to make a little bit of a curve and pull it down. So we had the very, very light right here. So we're going to start at the end of that and pull it down just to the inside of the edge of the eye. Alright, and to give yourself just a little bit more of a polished look, you'll use your eyebrow pencil. Not everybody needs to fill in their eyebrows, but you definitely need to pluck really well, and then we're going to just define those lines really. So this is the Mary Luminizer, and I'm going to put it just, you can see my old eyeliner, but that's okay. I'm going to put this just on the eyelid. I'm also going to go back to the Hoola with the same brush because I'm a little bit lazy and I don't want to get the other ones. And you're going to follow, remember we made this line down from the underneath your eyebrow down the side of your nose? We're going to follow that just through the crease. Next is Milk It from Benefit. It's going to go right under the brow. Remember how I said we're just going to do that on the outside? Not under here because that's naturally dark. We want to put it right up in here. This eyeliner is amazing. It's like a paint marker. I start on the inside, and this is kind of odd. I don't know that everyone's eye shape will allow them to do this, but this works for me. I get my inside line, hold it, pull it back as I open my eye, and it kind of creates a baseline for me to go off of. Now, I like thick black eyeliner, so I'll make a line, make sure it's straight, and then fill it in. And I like wings. I wear wings every day. It's kind of my thing. The easiest way to do a wing is make sure your hand is against your face so that it's kind of sturdy. It's got a place to sit to where your hand won't be flying all over the place. And I always start at the outside and just pull that line in. Bare Essentials first, and I do use two kinds of mascara. I used to use a primer. I just don't anymore. It's just a step that I eliminated. Two kinds of mascara because one kind will sit on your lashes and the other kind will build on top of it. For some reason, two different brands, two different formulas seems to work really well. So we're going to do lashes. And I know a lot of people, you know, not to pump. You want to swirl it around, wipe off the end. And you're going to rock it into your lashes, get those lashes nice down deep, and then roll it and pull it out. And that gives you really good coverage. And they may clump. Don't worry about it if they clump when you do this. You're just getting them nice and covered. And then you can do the little flick to kind of break them apart. I do a quick rub of mascara on my bottom lashes. This is the They're Real from Benefit. I don't know if it's going to be as dramatic on camera, but I love this stuff. Alright, again the rock and the roll. A little bit of lipstick. Again, this is the Model Company Cosmetics. This is Party Proof lipstick in Get Naked. I really kind of I've started to like the mod nude lip look, kind of 60s era. Alright, we are done. that is it. You can use a loose powder to set everything if you like, or a setting spray. I don't usually tend to do that because I don't do a whole lot that causes my makeup to come off. If you have any questions, or you'd like to see something else makeup wise or whatever, please leave me a comment on my blog post. So thank you for watching,